Catholics have no reason to follow little boys around and lead them by the hand through clandestine channels into excuses for them to stay in charge. Rome is in charge, as far as I'm concerned. My argument was never that they should reverse their policy on recreational abortion. I'm just saying Psalm 58 has you an enemy of David, so it's not the Jews. A real doctor knows there's no forgiveness for being too dumb to do your job. For instance, you can't ban shotgun weddings. Okay? So there's no opportunity for the Martians to take over the Vatican and come bamboozle all the little blonde kids. We want Swiss guards, 1,000 Swiss guards, 1,000,000, a Brazilian Swiss guards recruited by Olympic gold. You take gold, pride, that's a sin. Your penance will be boys for the Swiss guard. They're trained killers, in case you're concerned about their well-being. Worry about yourself. Oh no, not Rome. Like, these fucking faggots have been doing any better for the past 60 years of abject political failure. If the Swiss Guard is trained to prosecute heresy such as the Psalm 69, which probably killed Princess Diana, which was, regardless of your personal politics, reason enough, good enough excuse for the Navy. No, not our precious homos. They're a national treasure. This will all be Joan of Arc one day. Bunch of lazy, sissy Frenchmen sitting around while their mom takes their armor to battle. So I don't know how much California has in their slush fund. We're talking about New York raping 6-year-olds, calling them liars till they shoot up a school, spending decades trying to cover it up. I don't know if you fucking pulled into something you can't afford. I have never had sex with a man. Yes, I raped 007. He had it coming. We were both 3 years old. There's no guilt on my left no trauma, no dark secret for you to play upon all these years. A real religion wants to know who lied to you. The First Amendment accounts for real religions. If you were God, you wouldn't need my Navy. Necessary due respect to Congress and the Campaign Finance Committee, but first do no harm, or you're not a doctor in any religion. It's like getting elected and then drafting a bill that says you don't work here anymore. Rejected. Veto. Citizen veto. Voting has ended. Diplomatic immunity is subject to certain stipulation. One does not become a king of Scotland by raping Scotsmen. King, wherever you become a king, that way Jesus wants us to kill it. That's why it's not Scotland. In 2014, a doctor ripped off insurance. In 2015, collections tried to kill me. I tried to subpoena the hospital where the money went. Joey Greco was there, BTS, trying to make it look good. There was a report of terrorism around this time. The lawyer took my money and left, so I had to look into it. The war was not my idea, wasn't my decision, but democracy lets you hire a lawyer. When I got back, my reason for living was 7 months pregnant. They raped her the minute I left town, got her strung out to connect the military to crimes they never could pin on me directly for the past 15 years at the time, since I had been affiliated with the military. So it's a conventional foreign attack in every sense. Incidentally, they killed that girl's dog and her mom. Like, I can't afford to go to trial with corporate. Nothing to do with all that cocaine. How much is the campaign fund worth locked in these prisons when we nationalized? From the moment I was not allowed to hire a lawyer, I knew there had to be diplomatic immunity. Well, he fled the country in 2016. I've been trying to reach the CIA for 9 years, since first awareness of international jurists. They lured us into a stalemate, called Charles de Gaulle a terrorist so they could protect us from France. Blamed the CIA for JFK so they could protect we the people from each other. Got Reagan and John Paul II both shot so they could force all the little blonde kids to fight a war on drugs with nothing but snake oil and rainbows. And now it has to be Trump or this 6-year-old they raped. Hacking is industrial sabotage. Industrial sabotage is a violent crime, to say nothing of theft. An obstruction of justice. It is a complication of the original crime. Statute begins when obstruction ends. That was easy. It's like we're just not represented. No, it can't be that. It has to be something else, or somebody's gonna have to get a real job. Heavens to Betsy. Can't ban shotgun weddings in my religion. So the male should work. If that's who's controlling it, I understand I sympathize. In certain circles, these people are just too dumb. Something has to be done about it. all these stupid people, and educating them runs a risk. And now you got smart criminals. But first, do no harm. Okay, as long as you first do no harm, we can be as dumb as you want. The sky's the limit. But first, do no harm, or you get dumb doctors. It's like a contest. You can't just make a campaign fund out of picking fights with our natural allies and replacing our own population with Africans. If you want conflict with our natural allies, there's supposed to be some kind of strategic, tactical advantage. Like now I'm at the point where if Russia is our friend, we can just nuke Cuba. There's no détente where we can't investigate. No choice but to blame our own Department of State. If it's classified, tell Washington. Diplomatic immunity fled the country in 2016, Washington. Otherwise, you should have lied better.